We just got back from a pretty long family holiday, and I honestly can't wait to get back to my normal daily routine. And I want to show you guys what that looks like by taking you through the 5 segments of my perfect day, starting first thing tomorrow morning. Alright, getting right into it, section 1 of the perfect day is personal time. So this is something that I started thinking about back when I was still working as a corporate lawyer, because back then I always had this nagging thought that, I wish I could be learning something outside of work or working on some personal projects, but I never really felt like I had the time. Because my work hours were long and unpredictable, it was really hard to make time after work, and honestly, most days after I finished, I was really exhausted. So the solution was to find time first thing in the morning. So most days I would spend about 30 to 60 minutes just doing something for myself, whether that was reading or listening to a podcast or just otherwise learning something or working on something. And that's a habit that really stuck with me because life tends to pull us in every direction, and unless we really are deliberate about carving out that personal time, it tends to not happen. So today I'm gonna start my perfect day with a couple chapters from Peter Attia's new book, Outlive, and see where we go from there. Okay, so we are moving on to section 2 of the day, which is exercise. So this is one that we try to get in as early in the day as possible, just because if we get a workout in before we need to work or be productive, then everything just kind of works out a little bit better. That said, we don't always get it in the morning, so we do shift this one around a little bit. But because today is the perfect day, we're gonna do it at the absolute perfect time, which is as early in the day as possible. Time for the glasses to go. This is like a meme at this point with everyone on my Instagram because I always post videos of me doing bench press. So every time now I post a video that's not bench press, I do hashtag not bench press. It's just the easiest one to film when I'm by myself, so I like to record my workouts. Okay, so I am on the treadmill at the moment doing an incline walk at 15% incline. I usually finish my workouts with this for about 20 to 30 minutes because it's low impact cardio, my joints don't feel it so much, and especially if I'm transitioning into doing some work or something productive, it's really nice to just get my brain firing on all cylinders by doing some low intensity cardio. So the incline's no joke though. As you can tell, I'm super out of breath. But I'm gonna finish this and I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes. There we go, almost there. 20 minutes on the dot. All right, we just got done at the gym, so we're gonna head down to the market real quick to buy some groceries for dinner before getting back home and getting started with section 3. I want fish for dinner. Yeah? You want fish? 要蒸嘅。邊個靚啲啊？第一件 OK 喎。呢個啊咁，呢個。8蚊 OK。All right, so home now, fully showered and clean and feeling very comfy now that I'm back in air conditioning, so no complaints from me there. I'm feeling fantastic and mentally in the perfect position to move into section 3 of the day, which is work and productivity. So this section tends to be the longest out of my days just because when I start working, I do like to get pretty stuck in and I don't really like to work for short bursts of time. So usually I leave a longer chunk of time to do work and I kind of split it up into 2 different sections. The first section is where I'm doing things that are a bit more mentally rigorous and a bit more stimulating, so things that are very intellectual or very creative, where I need to use a lot of my brain power. And the second part of that is where I'm doing more mechanical tasks that are things that classify as admin or just things that I don't necessarily need to think a lot to do, but I just need to spend time doing. So I have my iced coffee in hand. I'm gonna get started and I'll catch you guys at the end of this long work session. Ran out of coffee. Okay, so that marks the end of the first half of my work where I've expended most of my brain power. It's pretty late into the afternoon now. So what I'm gonna work on now is just some mechanical stuff that I've been sitting on. So specifically, I have a couple invoices that I've been sitting on. I do a bit of contract work and I always dread doing invoices because, you know, the work's all done. Now it's just a matter of putting all that time together and then invoicing the client, drafting an email. So it doesn't really take a lot of brain power, but it takes time and I really hate doing it. So I'm gonna knock that out right now. Okay, so I totally lost track of time. It's now about 7:30 p.m. and I just kind of got sucked back into editing the video a little bit and just totally didn't even notice. And it's probably about time for me to start prepping dinner. And coincidentally, section 4 of the day just so happens to be dinner. Anyways, I am rapidly running out of time, so I'm gonna go put the fish on and cook some rice, and I'll see you guys again shortly. Okay, so that's dinner sorted. This is actually my first time making steamed fish like this in pretty much as long as I can remember, so feel free to roast me in the comments, but I actually think it turned out pretty okay. It looks and smells amazing. I also forgot that Em has dinner plans tonight, so I get to eat the entire fish, or maybe leave some for her, I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, I'm gonna get stuck in. So I thoroughly enjoyed that first half or so of the fish. I definitely don't think I'm gonna be able to eat the whole thing, but I'm gonna make my way through it and see what I can do. I love cooking, I love sharing food with people, and I think, you know, for me to be able to split up my day in that way, you know, it's something really nice. And that's not to say that every day I get to sit down and cook something like this for myself, but, you know, it is to say that today is, again, the perfect day, right? And I really do love going down to the market, seeing what's available, buying something fresh, and just, you know, cooking something based on what I'm inspired by that day. I'm gonna put the camera away and I'm gonna finish eating real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap it all up and get on to the 5th and final section of the day. Okay, just as a quick update, I totally ended up eating the entire fish. No regrets. And now we've arrived at the 5th and final segment of the perfect day, which for me is always a free-for-all. So I like to keep the evening deliberately free because it really does change on a day-to-day basis what I feel like doing. Today, because we just came back from holiday, I am feeling like getting a bit more work done and being a bit more productive before I start winding down for the evening. But other times when I've been really busy, I like to use this time to put my feet up a little bit, relax, or hang out with them. And there you have it, guys. That's my perfect day in beautiful Hong Kong. Make sure to like the video, leave a comment down below, consider subscribing if you're new, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.